Hey everybody, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So today's video, I'm very excited because it's a collaboration with Yota from Yota Style. And we've been discussing the fuss factor, or fussy bags, things that make bags fussy. And so today we are discussing fussy features. And so I've picked 5.5 bags to share with you. I mean, 5 bags have made my list, and how should I say this? I told Yoda I have 5.5 bags, meaning that I had 5 bags for sure that I knew were on my fussy list. And then I had a bag that was like halfway on the list. Let's put it that way. So I'll share these bags with you today. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the first bag. It is a Mulberry Primrose. I think this is a beautiful bag for so many reasons. I mean, I just think it has this classic shape to it. I love this little top handle, and I love how it's flexible so that it can, move out of the way when you go to open it, because it is a flap style bag. I love that it has color block. I love that it has suede sides. I love that there's a pocket in the back. I mean, there are just so many features of this bag that I really enjoy. But I bought it online from The RealReal, and what I didn't know is that the clasp might be fussy. So when you first look at it, it looks like from the pictures, it looked like you would just turn the turn lock and then open the bag. But that's not it. You turn the turn lock and then you open this metal piece and then you open the flap. So, and then same, when you come to close it here, you put that piece of leather down and then you let the metal plate come on the top, and then you turn the turn lock. So it's really beautiful, but that extra step of work really makes me think every time I do it, like, this is beautiful, but wow, this is fussy. Anyway, it feels fussy to me. I don't know if you would categorize that as fussy, but it's just this extra effort. That's what I mean by a bag that's fussy. It just takes a little more work. But once you get inside, I mean, it's really beautiful. I have the strap down in there. There's a back zipper. There's a lot of room, for a small bag, in my opinion. But the leather is great quality, and I just think the styling is beautiful. There's just an extra step of this fussy little latch here. Granted, it's beautiful, but I do think it's fussy. Okay, so the next bag to show you here is my Stratberry Nano tote. I've shown this on my channel before. I did a collaboration review with Cami from Cami's Closet. She has this bag in blue. I'll link that video below. It's a super cute bag. I like it a lot. But the way that you get in and out of the bag is pretty fussy, but it's also the main design element of the bag. So, it's just part of the bag's features and part of the bag's charm. Stratberry is well known for their use of this design element. It is a part of the design and uniqueness that make this bag Stratberry. So it's super cute. And when you open it up, I see I have the strap in there. It's really beautiful, beautifully made, excellent materials. There are magnets here to help hold it closed, but I talked about all those features on the review if you would like to know more. It's not terrible to get in and out of the bag, and I can do it one-handed, as you see here, but it just does take a little extra effort. So, yeah, it's fussy, but I think it's worth it, because it's just so... it's so unique and so distinctive. I think it's worth it for this particular tote. When I wear it, I attach this strap and wear it crossbody. So I think it's worth it to be able to wear this bag and enjoy it. Okay, Longchamp. Let's talk about the Le Pliage a little bit here. I like this bag a lot. I really do. And I've used it a lot. but the opening is a little bit fussy. When I used it, I didn't always close or snap this flap. But just having it there to get in and out of the zipper area was a deal. And now I've just attached the straps because the other thing is the location of the D-rings for the straps. And not every Le Pliage extra small has this feature. Sometimes the straps are attached out here on the ears, but for this particular model, the D-rings for the straps are attached right here behind the handle. So as you can see, there's one here and there's one here. I've just got my extender attached because I wear this strap with an extender. But what I'm saying is where the placement for the strap is in comparison to the zipper area makes it just makes it a little bit extra. Because sometimes I would go to unzip the bag and the strap would be really close to the zipper right here. And it was just always a little extra effort to get the zipper out of the way, to get the strap out of the way, to get to the zipper, and then to get to the flap closure. So it's just a little bit extra. But when I use this bag, I don't like, it's, you know, it's a balancing out situation in that I don't mind all of that extra so much because I think the pros of this bag far outweigh the fussy features of it. Metis leather used here is so durable, and the size and proportion to the bag works so well for me for what I want to carry for a small bag. Like, everything else works so well for me that these fussy features are not that big of a deal. And if you would like to know more information about this bag, I did a full review as a collaboration with Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture. I'll link that video below where I went into much more detail about this bag. So check it out if you're thinking about buying one. So here's the Poland #1 Nano in the color block. And I've recently done a review on this bag with Train Girl Megan. I'll link that video below. I found this bag to be more fussy than Megan did. My main issue with the bag is this part here. I mean, opening it is no big deal. When I go to close the bag, I don't find it easy to close. Not consistently anyway. So if when I'm wearing the bag crossbody and I go to put the flap down, sometimes it catches right away, but most of the time it doesn't. And I thought for a while that maybe my bag was defective, like, why doesn't it close easily? And then I was like, is there a magnet here? Because I watched other reviews and people talked about the magnetic snap closure. See, that closed there. But I do not feel like the magnetic pull working to find. I just feel like it finally finds the place and goes, but I don't feel like a magnet draws it to that place. And I don't want to leave it like undone because, like, that's not cute. The whole reason I bought this bag was because I thought it was cute. Another reason why I would really need it to close is because I'm not always closing these snaps. They're easy to open, but I find them actually really difficult to close. It takes both hands and it takes a lot of force, I think, to make them closed. Yeah. I don't know, I just find it to be inconsistent and kind of tricky to find the home. And I don't know, maybe it's just my bag because I've not noticed a lot of people complaining about that on YouTube, but I'm complaining about this. I'm complaining about the closure. I'm complaining about the lack of the strength of the magnet here, the magnet snap. Yeah, I just wish it was a little bit easier for the snap to find its home and go in there when you're not looking. Because, you know, when you're wearing your bag and you just checked out somewhere, you just want to close it, snap it, and go. And I just find, if I'm not looking, I find it to be tricky. There. I don't know, it shouldn't take that long. Do you agree, or do you think I'm being too picky on that? Okay, so this bag I knew would be a little bit fussy when I bought it, so I'm not complaining about it as if it were a surprise fussy factor. I knew going into this purchase that this had potential fussy factor issues because of the way that the zipper is constructed here. So this is my Louis Vuitton Sorbonne backpack. It's from several years ago, I think 2018, if I remember correctly. And the zipper is kind of hidden here by the leather. Now, I never had the Palm Springs Mini, but I knew there was some discussion about the difficulty getting in with a zipper. And I can't say if it's the same issue here or not, but I do know that the zipper here is, covered. So it definitely takes two hands for me to get into the bag, and it takes small, short effort. And then we're in. It's just not a quick open, or a quick close for that matter. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely something that takes time and attention. And I also want to be really careful with this bag because I think it's so beautiful. I know it's a special edition here with the pens. It's the pens that got me. I got the bag because of the pens. Anyway, I just think this is a beautiful bag. This is my first Empreinte leather bag from Louis Vuitton. And yeah, I think it's really special. A little bit fussy, but really special. Okay, so that's 5 bags that made my the fuss factor list. Okay, so here's the bag that I was halfway considering putting on the list or not. And I know that so many people love it. And I know that Yota loves this bag. She's been raving about it on her channel. So she's going to be like, what? You cannot have anything negative to say about this bag. It's my Coach Pillow Madison. Now, there's a lot to like about this bag, for sure. But I also find it to be fussy. Here on the turn lock. I watch people on YouTube open and close this bag all the time, and I think, why? Why does it seem so easy for them? It's not easy for me to turn this turn lock on the bag. I don't know, is because it's sitting in this big C, or is it because I don't have as much in my bag as other people? Let's try to figure it out. So here is the bag empty, almost. Inside this front flap, I've been keeping some bubble paper in there because I find that there needs to be something in this flap to give this turn lock some resistance, something to work against. And still, even with that, I find it a little bit hard to get in there and grasp the turn lock inside the C. The phone case is going to go in the back pocket, which is a really nice feature. I'm going to put my key fob in the back zip pocket. A card holder that will easily go down in there, and then I have excess cards. Will go in this card holder here. Stack them side by side like that. Mini pochette in over here on the side so that we have that. Now, it is easier when the bag is packed. But I still feel like that's too much effort required to get in and out of a bag. I still feel that C, although it's beautiful, really affects the ease to get in and out of that, to get to that turn lock. So that may just be me. That may just be me. But yeah, and it's not going to stop me from using it. I have the opportunity to express what, kind of frustrates me or what is extra effort with my bags here. So I'm telling you that, yeah, I just don't love how my fingers have to work on that turn lock. I love a turn lock, but this one is just a little bit extra effort. Another thing that I feel is a little bit fussy about this bag is it's in balance. It's not balanced when it's full or when it's empty. And you can see from the shape of this, I mean, it's a tipsy bag. It's not balanced. It tips over. So every time I set it down, it tips. And Erin, the handbag housewife, in one of her videos, she suggested, you know, that you work against that by when you set it down, you put the chain on the back and that it helps with the weight. But yeah, I mean, it just goes forward. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video with those 5.5. That might seem like a full fuss. I feel like that Coach bag has entered the full fuss category. Yeah. In my mind, it was like halfway there, but as I was working it through and showing to you and talking about it, I felt like in my heart that it was actually on the list. It wasn't halfway on the list. It was actually on the list there. So I guess that's technically 6 bags that were on my the fussy list for me. So, well, anyway, so thanks to Yoda for collaborating with me on this video. This was really fun for me to do, and I can't wait to see what bags she's going to be talking about in terms of the fuss factor. I will link her video below, so if you haven't watched it already, then go check it out. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, I would really appreciate that. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you back here in the very near future. You take care. See you next time. Bye.